Oh, man.
Alonzo.
Woo! Oh.
Rachel.
We're not doing any more commercials, so I'm going to put this on the head. All right.
What did they tell you about drinking champagne and the kidney?
Hey, you know what? My doctors, he told me I can have a drink in moderation. And to tell you the truth, I hadn't had a drink since 2000, since I was diagnosed. I gave it all up. I didn't have, because I used to drink beers with my boys, but I haven't had a drink since then. But I think this is, I think he'll definitely, my doctor would give me a doctor's note for the day. He'll give me a note for the day, a pass.
Alonzo, Rachel Nichols from ESPN. Could you talk about the hardest moment for you in this long wait for a championship? What was the darkest time, and sort of take us from there?
Oh, the darkest time was in 2000, October the 3rd, 2000, making that announcement that I wouldn't be playing basketball again. You know, that was probably one of the darkest moments. And I was on such a high at that point in my life because we had just come back from Sydney, Australia, and we won a gold medal. I had just traveled back and was for the birth of my daughter. You know, I was just on a high at that time. I was on the top of the world. And it all just went crashing down, you know, when I heard that news, you know. And, you know, going through, I mean, I read his book a while ago, and there's a quote in it from Frederick Douglass, you know, saying that the road to success has many obstacles, and you go through adversity, you know. And I've gone through my share of it throughout my life, you know. And you know what? The good thing about going through those things, it's just made me stronger, man. It's made me more determined to not succumb, but to overcome. You know, and I give God all the praise. I truly do, because, you know, without him just giving me life again, just giving me an opportunity to live, you know, and then just experience this moment, just this particular moment right here, you know. I mean, I got my cousin here, and he's the one that donated the kidney to me, and I can't, you know, words can't explain, you know, how grateful I am to him. You know, I owe my life to him, you know, and just saving me, you know, because I remember, you know, laying in the hospital and just feeling like a newborn baby, truly helpless, you know, in a lot of pain and helpless, and just to have my strength again, you know. And a long time ago, I told somebody, I said, you know what? I would trade everything, all the money, all the material things, all the success. I would trade all of that in the world for my health right now. My health is so important to me, you know. And without your health, I mean, you can't live a life productively and not just do for yourself, but do for your family, you know. And it just makes me appreciate just living every moment now even more. You know, and I want to share that with as many people as possible, you know, because I know I've been given a second chance, you know, and I know that happened for a reason. And the only way to share that particular situation is to continue to try to lift other people up in the process, and those who are going through any type of illness, those who, you know, are going through, you know, transplantation and having to deal with those type of physical obstacles in your life, you know, you need some words of encouragement, some hope. You need that. I needed that. I got a call from Lance Armstrong. He texted me after Game 5. He texted me, and we've been playing phone tag because he called and spoke to my mom back in Miami, you know, and wished me a happy Father's Day and just told me great win. And before the series even started, he called me and he was telling me that he told me that, you know, even though his heart is in Texas, he wants to see me win. And a lot of you don't realize this, but he was a huge inspiration to me in my whole recovery period. I read both of his books after my surgery, both of them. Laying in the hospital, I was reading one of his second book, and his first book was extremely inspiring to me, and I think about what he had to go through and literally being on his deathbed, and I said to myself, if he can do it, man, I can do it, And the way I looked at him, I know that there are thousands and thousands of other people that look at me the same way. And I want to be here to provide them with the hope to overcome and not succumb to it, because that's all you need. You need a little help and encouragement to get through it. Like, we're human. Some people might not see me as human because of the things that I do out there on the court, but I'm human. I laugh, I cry, I feel pain, and I'm affected by some of the things you might write or say or what have you. I'm human, and what drives me is my faith. In knowing that I'm going to be all right. And I know that, and I've told plenty of people this, that are kidney patients and transplant patients and what have you, and to deal with all type of sicknesses and illnesses, and that have approached me. I had a gentleman approach me at the hotel yesterday before the game, who's dealing with some physical problems and telling me how much I'm an inspiration to him, and I told him plainly, I said, you know what, the key to you recovering is keeping this right, keeping your mind right. Because if you keep this positive and strong, then your body's going to follow it. I never gave up here. And I think I credit a great deal of my recovery to that, because I never gave up here, because so many people are quick to give up and say, why me, and just not realizing that there's so many other people out there that has it a whole lot worse than you do. Regardless of how bad you got it, and everybody got problems. Everybody has problems. Regardless of how bad you have it, somebody else out there has it worse. Think about that. Sit back and think about that, and that's what drives me.
In the center?
Tracy Myers, Fort Worth Star-Telegram. Just if you could talk about the Mavs early on were driving to the basket, really being aggressive, and then all of a sudden they're pulling back, taking those long jumpers again. What were you guys able to do to force them back again?
Defense, withstanding their run, because we knew as a team that they were going to make runs. So they're at home. They had the crowd behind them, and the momentum changes in games like this, especially in closing games like this. And we had to sustain their run with getting stops, making defensive plays. And I think collectively everybody just dug a little bit deeper, and we got one of the greatest basketball players in this game now, in Shaq and D. Wade. And we just relied on them to get us through, and then everybody just threw their little 2 cents in and contribute to this moment right here, and it just took a collective effort. Everybody just leaving out there, and it becomes contagious when you see one person out there doing what they have to do in order for the whole group to be successful. It filters out through all the guys, and I knew, like, every second that I was out there, I said, you know what, I'm gonna leave every ounce of energy that I have. I worry about the rest of the summer right now. But right now, every second that I'm out here, I'm going to give it all I got so that we can experience a moment that we have been working so diligently the whole year for, when everybody counted us out.
Thank you. Dirk will be next.
Thank you. God bless y'all, man. Thank you.